MMA fighting here at UFC 229 Media Day with Sergio Pettis, who fights Jussier Formiga on Saturday night. First things first, Sergio, I mean, once again, you find yourself on a card with your brother Anthony. I know this has been a thing that you guys have talked about in the past that you don't particularly like doing. How did this one end up happening? It just ended up happening last minute because of Anthony?
I think he's the one who said he doesn't like doing it. I never said that, but yeah. So I don't mind fighting. I don't care whose card I fight on, but I think it's powerful that we're on the same camp, man. The same camp, had the same card. Very good camp for both of us. We grew a lot, every way possible. So I think it was an amazing opportunity for both of us.
So I believe this is the third time in the UFC now, fourth for where you guys have done this. Have you learned from past chances, past opportunities of particular ways to manage the week and really make it helpful for both of you?
Yeah, we just both got to take control of our career. We have two separate careers. You know, he's got to worry about his career, I have to worry about my career, and I think we were just too worried about each other. You know, back then, it was not focused enough on ourselves. And I was young at the time. I was 21, 20, 22. 25 now, so I'm a grown man. He can worry about himself. I can worry about myself now. I think that's the difference.
I mean, you're coming off biggest win of your career easily, Joseph Benavidez. Did that one feel like a bigger one for you than anything you've done before?
Yeah, it was like catching a big fish. It was like something that I've been looking up to Joseph Benavidez my whole life. I got to train with him when I was 17. Great guy. He's done a lot for me. When I was out there, he was very nice and very welcoming. So to fight him was an honor, man. There's no grudge or no beef. It was just an opportunity that I needed to take, and it was like a trophy fish. It was like, man, I got it. Yeah.
I mean, for basically the existence of this division, he's been the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
Did you almost surprise yourself going in there, beating a guy you've watched for so long?
Yeah, man, it's crazy to face your heroes. It's like it's surreal when you're out there, and then to get the outcome that you wanted. It's like it's amazing. It's amazing. That's why I saw my reaction. I was like, dang, like I did it. Like I did it. I wasn't surprised that I won. Like I knew I won that fight personally. Like I just felt like I controlled the situations. He got a couple takedowns, but I just controlled the stand-up, and I just felt like, wow, man, I did what I set out to do. Because before the fight, I was having some terrible thoughts. I told my girlfriend, like, literally right before I left, I was like, if I lose this fight, like, don't cry this time. Like, don't feel bad, because this is a tough fight. It's a tough one for me. So I went out there like thinking, like, man, I could possibly lose this fight. Just lost to Cejudo, the guy that he just beat. So went out there and did it, man. It was awesome.
Is there a mental switch that flips then after something like that? I mean, you just talking about the thoughts you were having beforehand. Yeah. Afterwards, is there like a sense of validation you get? Anything that, I guess, that mental switch of confidence of, okay, no, I am here. I am the man now.
Yeah, I believe. I'm not saying like I'm the man now, but I believe that I grew into becoming better, and I'm just enjoying the process of becoming better. Being better and better. And now I'm not worried about, but I want to give the crowd what they want. Get the knockouts, give the UFC what they want, and perform to my full capabilities. I still haven't done that, which is crazy.
I mean, you seemed like you were the next one in line before the division kind of blew up with the Henry Cejudo, Demetrious Johnson situation. Do you feel like that the way that fight played out, Demetrious Johnson losing, did that help or hurt your cause for the next title shot?
I mean, obviously I wanted to be the one to dethrone DJ, but you know what? It is what it is, bro. Cejudo had a great performance. He went out there and looked well, got the W, shuffled up the deck a little bit. So I think the division could use that. So, just hats off to Cejudo.
Were you stunned by the result of that fight?
Honestly, I thought it was a draw again. For some reason, I thought it was a draw. But he did edge out with a little bit of takedowns. But, going against the champ, you got to go out there and really go against the champ. I thought it was closer than what it was. But
Henry Cejudo now is already calling for a chance to go up to bantamweight, fight that super fight. Do you feel like that's too early at this point? I mean, he just won the belt. It feels like there's a lot left in this division, right?
And now cutting to 125 is not fun. So, I mean, I get it. But what it is, man. I probably would do the same thing. I got one belt. I'd probably try to go for the next belt or figure it out. He's an Olympic wrestler, so he's probably trying to keep chasing gold. And I am, nothing wrong about that. Yeah.
Do you feel more nervous for your brother's fights on these type of events where you both fight than your own?
I think a little bit, just because it's not in my control. He's got to go out there and take control of his reality. But I know my brother loves his sport and loves what he does, so it is what it is. At the end of the night, whatever happens, happens, and we're not going to take our love away from the sport.
Sure. I mean, Anthony's the underdog going into this one, but just hearing him all week, speaking to him, he seems very dialed in, very focused. What's your read on this situation? I mean, do you get a sense that this is sort of his moment?
It's our moment. It's time. It's going to be a good weekend for Team Pettis.
Where do you feel like you are in this division right now with a win on Saturday?
Number 2 right now. That's where I am. So
With a win, like.
I'm still probably gonna be number 2 because then there's DJ and Cejudo. So it's pretty much the same situation, but it don't matter, man. I don't really care about the rankings and all that stuff. I'm just here to fight everyone. So line them up, and I'm gonna fight them.
What's your gauge of Jussier Formiga as an opponent? He's a veteran. He's been in this game a long time. It feels as though every time he kind of gets to this spot where maybe a number 1 contender fight, he falls short. What do you see in him as an opponent?
I believe he's a great opponent everywhere. He's good in every aspect. He's got good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, good striking. But I'm just going to go out there and be better than him. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about his performance. He's got to worry about mine.
Sure. Final question. I mean, this is a big weekend, potentially the biggest fight of all time in this sport. Just main event, I'm curious for your thoughts. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. How do you see it going down?
However it goes down, I'm worried about my fight. But it's going to be a good fight.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.